Okay, so let me say it first. You were right. Did you successfully guess the killer in Only Murders in the Building? Yes. Did you guess it very early? Yes. Basically, when the character was introduced. Yes. Did I bat it away because she was just a random old lady? I did bat it away.
But as soon as she showed up, I said, something's not right about you. And when episode 8 was going on, I said, nah, I'm doubling down.
Yeah.
If I had to put money on it, it's her.
He did.
It's her.
He doubled
And
down.
then when she got stabbed, I was like, it's definitely her.
It's a
You were
bluff.
like, what? No way! I said, nah, it's double bluff.
Yeah.
She stabbed herself, so everyone was like, she almost got killed.
And then as the episode went on, I was
Episode
like...
9 went on.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, maybe she did stab herself. But then I was like, but why would she kill Tim Kono? Well, we found out.
Oh, major spoilers, by the way,
yeah.
for Only Murders in the Building. Hey, NarendraTheComic again!
India!
No, we have nonsense, but right now we have our season review, I guess you could say. It's really just us chatting pure nonsense about Only Murders in the Building, because while this was not the best show ever made, I will say it took you to a different place, it completely engrossed you, and you had to watch the next episode every single week.
Yeah, this was a very refreshing show from the get-go. It wasn't trying to be something that it wasn't. It was just itself, and the characters were interesting. Everybody loves a good murder mystery, especially a good murder mystery. And all in all, the ending was very tasty. I'm actually very happy with it. I'm not so happy with the fact that I didn't figure it out earlier. I'm actually gonna think about why I couldn't figure it out. I think I was blinded by her age.
Ah, you gave us some positive discrimination there.
Yeah, I really think so, but big brain here.
Big brain.
Big brain here.
Big brain.
Figure
I'll
it
take
out.
it. I'll take it because it's true. If it wasn't true, I'd bat it away. Like, nah, come on. But no. I saw it from the get-go. I said there's something oddly fishy about her. But the point is, something was off with her from the start. And the way she tried to get in with the group bit by bit, even though it seemed organic, something was forced about it. I'm not sure whether it was because of the way it was shot, the way it was put together, or whether it was her character feeling forced in that scenario.
Yeah.
I don't know. But as soon as she started getting more involved in the crime solving, in the murder mystery, being involved in the podcast, you know, big brain. What do you want me to say? Oliver was also right about her. He didn't like her.
He didn't, and Oliver was right. He did also go in very many different directions throughout the season, but Jan herself, Jan Vertonghen, different category. It's a man, different player. Football, Belgium, Tottenham, now plays for Benfica, I believe. So, you know, different trajectory completely with Jan. Totally different.
Yes.
Jan was, I think they tried to make her as likable as possible, especially after you showed us the Charles Hayden Savage sob story of him being alone, and she just happened to be the right person. Oliver said it best at the end, you know, if she wasn't a killer, she'd be perfect for him. With that, I was like, no, they're not doing this just to set him up.
Yeah.
No. But then with that final episode when he was being poisoned, and we thought he was being poisoned.
No, I knew he had been poisoned, but I knew it was through the handkerchief.
Yeah,
I was doing this thing, I was like, it's not the glass.
He was calling it, but the tension in our living room as we were watching it, we were like, no, don't pick up the drink. No, what's the handkerchief doing by your face? What are you doing, Charles? She's gonna murder you. And it was
My heart is
really
still elevated
rough.
right now.
Honestly.
It really is.
And oh God, one thing that I really enjoyed with the show is the comedic nature to the tension. When they were going up and down in the elevator in the last episode, it was so enjoyable and kind of pain-inducing to watch, because it's something that it could really happen.
Yeah, had that scene been done in any other way, it wouldn't have felt right. But the way they structured it was so much fun, even though you know it's like, you're wasting time. They want you to feel like you're wasting time.
Yeah. In the elevator with all the tenants and Charles on the floor looking like he's about to die, and they're like, oh, he's getting a bit drunk. It was so New York.
Yeah.
Everything we said when we first started watching the show about the loneliness of New York and the kind of the element of strangers that are all bunched together.
Super cold.
Yeah. It really came through, and it was kind of nice to be like, haha, I was right. But also I was like, oh my God, Charles is gonna die.
Yeah, when it happened, I thought, is the poison enough to kill him? Or was it, as the case was with Tim Kono, she needed to shoot him as well? Because the poison was just to incapacitate him.
To make him physically weaker.
Exactly. And the gunshot was actually the thing which killed him. While the toxicology report came up that he was poisoned, the poison didn't necessarily kill him. It was the fact that he did blow his own brains out. Well, she blew his brains out. Not with the sex, by the way, because they were also boning. And we thought there has to be a good motive here. And I suppose this is as good a motive as you can get while not going too extreme with the level of serial killerness with Jan.
Yeah, when they got into her personal stash, like label making tablet boxes full of pills, it was like, this isn't her first rodeo, and the way she was speaking about it to Charles, I think she's a serial killer,
She's killed multiple people, I feel.
Yeah, which is a good thing they caught her, but it's a question now as to who framed them in the last scene.
You know, I think I know.
Oh, no, because I need to pose some questions before you tell me your thing.
All right.
My question is, okay, so somebody specifically murdered Bunny using Mabel's knitting needle while Bunny was wearing their merch. She ends up in Mabel's apartment as Mabel's there. Mabel tries to help her, gets covered in blood, and as that's going on, in this very short amount of time, the guys get a text to say, you should leave the building right now.
It's anonymous also. They don't know who it's from.
It's not a warning text. It's actually to get them to run to get Mabel. And they end up in her apartment and they go, oh my God, Mabel, what have you done? And she goes, oh no, it's not what it looks like, I promise. And then a SWAT team bursts in. Not police.
This building has kind of been known now for being a murderous building. So I see why they might be sending in the SWAT team.
I get it, but this is too well planned.
Yeah, it's not Jan. Jan hasn't planned this, because this is also, by the end of the season, it's been like a day and a half or 2 days since Jan's been arrested. So she hasn't set this up, because if it had been the same night, then maybe you could say Mabel came back to her apartment and there was someone dead in her apartment.
Yeah.
But with this, I think I know who it is. Do you want to throw anything out there?
So I'm thinking, is it the Demuses? They have other connections in the underworld and they want to get back. No, it's not Jan. Did Jan have an accomplice in some way that she's not mentioning?
No.
Is it one of the other neighbours that we know? We have to know them.
No.
Is it Mabel's aunt?
No. But Mabel did say that she felt something was unresolved. There were some loose strings, some loose ends not adding up. And I think it's because the person who did this was somehow involved through old past situations, and I think that the person who has set up Mabel, big reveal, is Oscar.
No! Just as you were, stop it.
It's Oscar.
No, as you were leading up, as you were talking, I'm like, don't say Oscar. Don't you say
it
Oscar.
It's Oscar.
Is this to
It's Oscar. Get back.
Her?
Absolutely.
Because she didn't help him while he was in prison?
Absolutely.
But why did he go for the other two as well?
Well, why wouldn't he? They're involved. If this is the case, they've just shown that they can find a murderer. Why on earth would he want them out there trying to help her?
I guess.
Get them gone.
Ooh.
Get them gone. It's Oscar.
I think we'll see at the beginning of the next season. I don't know. You know, I see it, but I'm like,
I'm telling you.
It's too much.
I'm telling you, people won't see it. But once I just said it, people will see it. Well, and maybe that's too bait, and maybe it is, because Jan wasn't exactly bait. I think most people would not have clocked it was her. Even after episode 8, I have a suspicion that most people didn't know she was the killer. But with this seems like a very linear line that can be played out.
I think it's actually, we don't know enough about the other neighbours for it to be anyone we've already been introduced to yet. Like, all the other ones, that guy is afraid of blood, it can't be him.
The question is, why would they want to incriminate Mabel and them? Because they want them out the picture, because they'll figure it out.
Oscar's the only one with motive, but I don't want it to be Oscar. It's not going to be as delicious to consume.
See, it would be if I hadn't said what I said.
No, because as you were leading up...
I was leading up like that for a reason. If I hadn't said it, I was leading up. I was leading up.
You only just finished the episode. Do you think in the year that I have to wait, I wouldn't be thinking about this?
You probably would have.
Yeah, you have to be right. Mr. Big Brain here. Don't worry, when it is Oscar, he'll go, yeah, India, I got it first. Don't worry. Yeah.
What's all of this for? Reading so many books, understanding, watching so much TV.
Get it.
It's so you figure out the story.
This is one of the few times actually that I didn't figure it out. I think it was because I was so invested that I just...
You were in it as opposed to looking at it.
Yeah. I think so. That's a tell of a good show.
And I think that's one of the great things about this. The acting was good. The directing was good. It was shot very, very well. Everything was there to make it a fun, enjoyable show without taking itself too seriously. And I think that's something that a lot of shows do too much now. They try and pigeonhole something in there. They try and shoot something in there that is unnecessary. And it makes it just boring. This had everything you want in a 10-episode, 30-minute per episode show.
Yeah, and actually, with everything that they did with it, with the dialogue and the way they included trends in it, it still remained oddly timeless in the sense that it is a murder mystery.
Yeah.
There are some people in cahoots. We don't know what's going on. And it was just very well done from every angle. Their podcast was so eclectic that anyone could enjoy it, kind of like the show.
Universal.
Yeah.
Universal. Kind of like this channel.
I was really happy to see, before the shocking ending, that the three of them were starting to move on with their lives. You know, Charles was getting ready to get back out there and start dating. Oliver was reconnecting with his son. It kind of showed how much they've grown over the course of a season. And Mabel as well was okay for the first time in a long time. And I think that's what that personal connection with friendship has brought to them. And I think that's something really lovely.
And then it all went to shit. So if you couldn't tell, we were highly invested in this show. We would implore every single person who watches this video, well, actually, if you've watched this video, then the whole show's been spoiled for you.
Yeah.
So what I was about to say is completely redundant. What I would say is, there's a lot of good television out there. There's a lot of awfully shit television out there. But you just don't know until you watch the first episode. And sometimes the second one, the third one, the fourth one, the 10th one. With this one, thankfully, about 8 of the episodes were very, very good. Maybe 1 or 2 fillers, 1 or 2 that were a bit off the pace, but other than that, they kind of hit it out the park.
Do you want to know the thing, though? I feel like the ones we thought were filler, like with the detective, that's going to be needed in the next season. They were actually setting, at the time, I was like, it's a bit filler, but now she's on their side. They've got a man on the inside. They've got a woman on the inside, rather. And it's going to do well for them in the future. And I love it when things pan out like that.
Absolutely. I love the fact that they planned for 2 seasons. And they put the seeds in this season where you thought it was a bit unnecessary, where you thought it was a bit pointless. But really, those chickens are coming to roost in season 2. Anyway, guys, if you did enjoy this video, please do like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel down there. If you didn't, then what the hell are you doing? Alright, there's something we do every single day. I'll tell you about that later, but just subscribe anyway. Now, I've been NarendraTheComic.
I've been India.
She's been on Sensei. You've been Graham. We'll see you next time. That's tomorrow. Now I'm getting to that point. I just said then that I was going to get to later.
It's a big brain.
If you don't know, make a video every single day. Been doing it every day for over 1,000 days now. We ain't stopping till we get to 10,000 subscribers. So do subscribe. Pop back again tomorrow for some more quality shitty content. Because we're hashtag never not here. Just how it goes. Also bring the bakwas. Bakwas means nonsense in Punjabi. We also bring that. Bring a lot. Bring a little, do a lot, do a little. But we do indeed bring the quality shitty content on a daily basis. So see you tomorrow. More of the same. Slightly different. But essentially the very same. Once more. See you then. Skadoosh.